takes 5 to 6 pounds of the rough material. Think about how big the rough has to be for us to cut
do like these slabs.
Those are solid slabs, okay?
Crazy,
those
right?
aren't pressed. Those aren't pressed nuggets or anything like that. Those are solid slabs.
And just so you know, it's 18 inches, but you have another 2 3/4 of an inch to work with. So this goes from summer to fall, winter. It's seasonless. Also, we do have the matching earrings, which is highly unusual. You always kind of want to get them together if you can. But we have less than, what, 200, 300 pairs left maybe in the earring. Please stay right there for the necklace. It is spectacular. That it is the bombshell. And that I've never called any of his pieces a bombshell, but this one really was, I think, just the creme.
She's called me a lot of things that we can't talk.
I've called you a bombshell.
Yeah, that we can't talk about on the air.
No, but you've not
but
heard
she's
me
never
ever say
called my
bombshell.
jewelry or my designs anything negative.
Yeah, that one is amazing. You're right, you're right. That one is absolutely gorgeous. So here's what Jay does. He literally goes throughout the entire world, all over the world, and he really finds and discovers the most amazing gemstones for all of us. And we all get the treat. He does all the work. And I think that's what's so much fun. Also, his show is a lot about discovery. It's discovering new stones. It's new looks that maybe you haven't tried before. It's never boring, that is for sure. And we have one more hour to go during this visit.
And then
so this is it.
And then you get a huge break from me for about a month.
That's it. So you got to get it all in right now. All right, so what we're going to start off with is called 5 and 5. We do 5 very limited items in 5 minutes. They're all on sale, but we don't have a lot of them. But before we do that, I got to talk about this one too. You must stick around with us. You got to hang in there, because coming up later on in the show, yeah, oh my gosh, this is a Laramart and rhodochrosite necklace. How fabulous is that? It's brand new, great sale price.
2 of the most rare materials that I have in my collection. These are 2 of the rarest of the materials I have.
And that is brand new, and it's coming up, and we love the rare stuff. So if you want to start ordering this one early, absolutely can. I'm going to wear it because I think it's going to sell out. So I'm going to do it right now because I don't get a chance to wear these very often. All right, now we're doing what's called a 5 and 5. 5 items, 5 minutes, super limited. Let's go. All right, here we go, guys. We're starting out with wow. I love this piece. I thought it was just such a dynamite design. Clearance price, originally $150. We're at $75.90. That's 50% off. Lowest price ever. Okay. That's a cool piece.
I will tell you this too. Okay, and these 5 and 5s, bar none, okay, are probably the best deals you'll ever see in the Mind Find show. Every single one of them, everything you're going to see here is you could not buy the material and produce it and sell it for that price and stay in business, make a profit, okay? This is just the last of the last. It's not bad designs. It's actually, if you read the reviews, it's just, you know, people just rave about them. But the thing is we don't really have enough to do a full airing on, hence one minute, which is almost impossible for me to do in most cases.
It really is.
But what makes this so unique and so different.
That's so cool.
What are you saying?
No, nothing.
I have the beautiful butterscotch amber, which that alone, that's the most expensive amber that you can buy. Then the big cognac amber beads, and then beautiful turquoise.
And then look at this huge amber. I love it. And then you actually strung it through the amber. Right. So cool. And by the way, length on this is 18 1/4 and then 2 3/4 to work with. All right, that is number 1. Number 2 is our multicolored agate beaded necklace. It's 18 1/4 inches with the extender on it. Ooh, this is fun. This is all about boom color.
Now, I gotta tell you, man, this is a party around your neck, right? I mean, and this is, I don't know how you could wear this and be in a bad mood, okay? I mean, this is just awesome. They're natural agates. There's some chalcedonies in there, but they're primarily agates, different agates. Just a really, you know, uplifting. I wanted something really colorful. I want something really pop, you know, just something you just want to, sometimes you just want to wear something and have it fun. Yeah.
$39.90.
I mean,
I think that's the most affordable necklace in the whole show.
Well, even if you think about it, and these are agates. What's the thing with agates? They're the toughest. The only thing you can cut agates with is something harder than that, so it's all got to be diamond, and you got to polish it all with black sapphire powder.
No kidding.
That's the only thing that'll work it. You can't work it with anything else.
Look how fun those beads are.
And everyone said, and you see these are faceted too.
I love it.
I mean, even additional on top of that.
I remember when you launched that piece. I still love it. And by the way, 5 flex on that makes it $8.58. You pay it off over 5 months. You get it right away. All right, that one, wrapping up. This great Jasper ring. It's in sterling silver. Clearance price 50% 50% off, $39.90. Tons of silver on that. Sizes 5 through 12.
This
Jay,
is
that's
Desert Sunset. That's our friend Glenn. You've seen him. We've done footage of Glenn. He's the one that actually owns the pink opal mine too. This comes out of the Canadian Range. This is one of his claims that's on there. They call it Desert Sunset. There's no two. If you've ever been in the outback of Australia in the evening when the sun goes down, you'd know why this is called Desert Sunset. This is chatoyant. It's part of the tiger eye family. They call it tiger, tiger eye, tiger iron. It has that property. It's got crystals growing with it. Very wet look, like a cat's eye effect to it.
It's
really amazing. And no two will be identical, and each one will have a different picture. But mainly, they look like the sunset. They have that glow of a sunset.
So 5 through 11 now, lowest price ever, 50% off with flex pay. It's $7.98. That's a really great ring. Also, if you've got a guy in your life, that would be a cool guy's ring too. All right, going a totally different route here. Look how innovative this piece is. It's such a clever piece. 50% off, lowest price ever, 18 inches. Again, you get 2 3/4 inch extender. Jay, what do you love about this one?
Okay, so here's the thing. You got some really rare materials here. You got this sunshine quartz that comes from Madagascar. That's more like the golden, which has been faceted. It actually, they call it sunset quartz, sunset quartz for a reason, because it has, like a sunshine quartz, it shines, it glows.
That's pretty.
And then something that we don't have anymore, it was a one-shot deal, one and done, that's Ethiopian chrysoprase. That is really cool material, and this is probably one of the last designs that we had material that we could do with this.
Isn't that neat? I just love it. I love the shape of the stones.
I like it.
To me, it's very much a gallery piece.
Big, bold
Yeah,
look.
big, bold, really a cool piece. That is number 4. Number 5 is our purple and blue turquoise inlay cross pendant. Beautiful. This thing's gorgeous. It is a pendant about 3 inches. Clearance price 50% off, lowest price ever. That's some pretty inlay and modern inlay.
Yeah, this is, it's a really unique
beautiful
design. And here again, the two most known silhouettes. And even if you're the highest end designer in the world, you'll see that they all have crosses and hearts in their line. So, in 43 years, do you know how many crosses I've designed in my lifetime? How many crosses I've seen? So when you see something that's new, it always makes you really feel good about it. This is really a really cool look. Excuse me.
It's bad. I'm going to show you the bail real quick.
Look at the size of this. Yeah, and look at the bail, how they do this.
Well, I was going to show you, if you, I'll show it on my wrist.
It's perfect for a slide.
If this was a bracelet, look how big that would be. So this is not a teeny little cross. It's really stunning. But look at that gorgeous bail. Isn't that something? It's huge. So you put it on a chain, a rope, leather. You could put a little turquoise beaded necklace through there. And if you want the collar, we've got it back in stock. That's the sterling silver collar that Jay does. So it's really quite spectacular on that one. All right, we do have a couple sellouts to share with you. Oh, the amber piece is gone.
I mean,
that was
that's
amazing.
a no-brainer there.
Yeah, that was easy. You're smart. That was a really good one.
That was amazing.
That one's gone, and we'll have a couple more sellouts here in just a couple of minutes. We know that because our 5 and 5s are always really popular. All right, Jay, we got to move on. You ready to do Peridot?
All right.
I love this, by the way, because you did Peridot. That's kind of cool. And I've got to dash the matching earrings off. I was wearing those. So, Jay, tell us a little bit about this Peridot piece. It's lowest price. Lowest price we've ever done.
Okay, so you've got Brazilian Peridot here. Then we've got Zambian amethyst as an accent. You can see the accent beads, and then to top it all off, the ultimate top off. This is that clear blue, robin's egg blue, Andean blue turquoise from Chile.
Ooh,
so,
pretty.
and they come with the matching earrings too. I like those where you've got that kind of big hoop design, so you get a big presence with them. But they dangle. You can really see them. It's very seldom that I work in Peridot, and the reason is because it's really hard to get a deal on it. Okay,
really?
It's really funny. You would think I see a lot of it, and I tell you what, we haggle a lot. We make a lot of offers. But it's one of the materials that I have a real hard time getting the price that I need and I want. And I was just lucky enough. Now, there's not thousands of these guys, okay? This is just something we have what we have. And we I just wanted to do something a little bit different. And a lot of people ask us for this really, really high green. Greens this year have been really popular. Anything in like an emerald green. We have some green adventure. We got a new green quartz. Anything, in fact, for this event, for that show, man, they've just all blown out. So it's a very, very popular look, a very popular color.
There's the correct price. It's better than I thought. $94.90, 5 flex pays. It is a triple strand. Again, you got the extender on the back, so you can wear this much longer. We do have the matching earrings. Little heads up on those. I think they're adorable, very lightweight. But I love this pop of green. I love the fact that it's fresh. It's very lime-like. You know, it's got this just real crispness to it when you're wearing
It's almost like electric. You know, it's almost an electric green.
Beautiful.
And the thing is, it's an electric green to the point where you would think, oh, that's been treated or there's something done to that. That's all the natural Peridot. And that's why Peridot is so expensive, and it's so, and you do find it. I do find it worldwide. You know, even in Arizona, do you know how you find Peridot? Peridot and garnets in Arizona. When I was a kid, we would find them. If you go to ant hills, in certain areas.
Stop it.
No, the ants, they would be bringing them up as they were doing their tongue.
Little workers bringing up your Peridot.
You would find Peridot and you would find garnet. But this is really premium Peridot crystals, and this does come from Brazil.
Okay, we're saying hi to Darlene. She's been a doll for waiting in Florida. Darlene, thank you, honey. You're on with Jay now.
Oh, hi, Suzanne. Hi, Jay.
Hi, darling. We're good.
We're doing good. We're sorry to keep you on hold for so long, but she keeps talking. I keep telling her.
I'm an old woman, so what have I got to do but just today watch you guys? When it comes to you, Jay, oh my goodness, I've got more pieces of your stuff than you can count. And I love it. I love every bit of it. And I ordered one of your other turquoise necklaces today.
Cool.
Kind of the rondelle things. Also, I bought, you know, the turquoise cup that you wear? It's got the 5 stones in it?
Right.
I bought that in 17. I think it was November when you were on.
Right.
And you had it at a special price, and I just had to have it for my husband.
Did he love it?
Our anniversary was coming up in February, but unfortunately he passed away in January.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So he never received it. But that's very dear to my heart because I bought it for him because he loved your turquoise. I bought 1, 2, 3, 4 different things for him, I think. And he loved the blues. The high blues, it just fascinated him.
Well,
I bought that for him as an anniversary present, and unfortunately he wasn't around to get it, but I still have it. I intend to hand it down to one of my children, one of my sons. But Jay, honey, your designs are unreal. They're fascinating. They're gorgeous. I mean, I don't love everything you do.
You're not supposed to.
Well, I've got 3 daughters, and they like the smaller things. And I mean, I've got stuff of yours that's reversible. You know, you had a double strand. It was 2 different strands. One of a chunky green turquoise, and then the other one, I think it was round, had a big heart on it.
Right.
Big, thick, chunky heart. Remember that?
I know the puff heart. I got the picture.
That. And I've got that, and I've had more compliments on that than you can imagine. And then I love Iron Mountain. I love Iron Mountain turquoise more than anything. So I've got a couple of pieces, 3 pieces of that, or 4, I don't even remember. I buy so much of the Iron Mountain. I mean, I love it. So keep the good work up, Sugar. You're doing a good job. I want to adopt you as a little brother.
Okay.
That's so cute.
I can always use all the help I can get. Trust me. Well, I'm glad that you got
a big supporter here, baby.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you got something for him and that he wore that and you've got good memories on that because, you know, I love it. I love turquoise and I love wearing it. So I'm sorry, you know, for his passing, but I'm glad that you do have something to remember by. That's wonderful.
Darlene, thank you. And we're so glad you're passionate about the collection, too. That's wonderful to hear.
Really
so thank you very much.
And it's cool that you remember all the turquoises.
She does. She's pretty good.
So, you know, there are so many people. I don't really think about it. I always thought, you know, but in February, when we were doing the Tucson Gem event, we had something, people were sending us, and they were sending us all their turquoise collections. It was amazing. The people that collect, and just like Darlene, she has several different turquoises, but every one of them that she's designed, she's talking about, I get a picture, I know exactly what that design is.
Yeah, it's funny after all these years, you still do remember the design.
Because, I remember that design, especially that big puffy heart guy. And so many people have that rave about that.
Yeah, it's
I'll maybe have to think about trying to do something more on that line again.
Ooh, that'd be fun. All right, so again, very unusual. Even for Jay to work in semi-precious stones, you just don't see it a lot. You just don't do it.
I'm getting more, you know, like, I'm getting more into it, but the biggest thing with the semi-precious and things is the cost. I mean, the prices. I mean, with turquoise, I've got the buying power. With this, I still have the buying power, but it's really tough to get them down to where I really need to get them
where you're
to work
comfortable.
well.
Yeah. And again, we've got the matching earrings. So what we're talking about is sale price. This is the lowest price we've ever offered. How cute are these? I just think with the white blouse by themselves. And remember, you can go back to, because there's turquoise and lapis in here, you could go here. You could go here and really start layering the pieces for this. I do too, just for a fabulous look. So, you know, think about that when you're buying some of these pieces, how they work back. If you have a lapis necklace, that'd be beautiful back to a lapis necklace too. All right, we're gonna wrap up there. Your earrings for $39.99 and 5 flex. Again, that is the lowest price we have ever offered these for. I have 2 more sellouts. Oh, good for you. That agate, that was a steal right there. That was just a steal. And then I have another one that's sold out as well. We promise it's the, the cross. Oh, I love that cross. That was a great piece.
It's a massive size too when you see how big that is. I mean, you know, I don't think you have a real idea until you actually get it, how big that is. It's humongous.
That'll be a showstopper too. That's one you wear and people really do notice. Okay, so the next collection is completely brand new. We've saved it for tonight's show, so I was thrilled about that. And this one's a little extra long too. We start at 16 inches on the necklace, and then again, you have 2 3/4 inch to work with. Here's something you should note, especially if you're new. I love it because you can just wear the necklace by itself, that yummy golden yellow color. You can take this and wear it with a collar or a silver chain, wear them together. So you have a lot of versatility when you do your big pendants. I really enjoy that in this piece. We have the ring, we have the matching earrings. The ring is 5 through 12. Okay, what's the story?
Now, I will tell you this right now. This is Yelow Opal. It's a brand new mine that we're just now, you know, that this year we've been mining it for 2 years. We just released it, and we always wait until we have enough material where we can build something, because we don't want to do something small, because then somebody will know that we've got it and then they'll go look for it.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, seriously.
Oh gosh, that's too funny.
Okay, this comes from Zambia. Now, I will tell you this right now. This is really, really rare to have Yelow Opal. I've only seen it in 43 years. I've seen it 3 times, and this is the 3rd time. The first time that we had it, it came out of Namibia, and we played that for like 2.5 years. We had huge amounts. Remember, we used to do a lot of big, bold Yelow Opal designs. People just went crazy over it. Beautiful yellow, bright yellow, but also the butterscotch colors. And then, of course, that got mined out, and it was gone. And it's still gone to this day. You can't get it. It's 0. And then the next little deposit that we got was in Paraguay. It was a very, very small deposit. We bought as much as we could. That material, boom, gone. So I figured Yelow Opal is over for me, right? Because we specialize in turquoise now, and then our second specialty is opals. Every trip that I take starts with I'm going to a turquoise mine or to buy turquoise, or I'm going to a new opal mine and I'm going to, or buying opals that are, you know, from a deposit that we already know about. That's how they are. So everything else that you see on this show is something that's spun off that trip, right? Where I went someplace else or anything. And that's where, you know, they spin off from. I'm so excited about this. This is Zambia. I will tell you right now, they got, okay, this is one of our major resources for our amethyst. That's why we go to Zambia anyway. Okay. They have found emerald now in Zambia. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for it to kind of develop and stuff, and we're going to kind of see how that's going to play out. But on that trip to buy amethyst and to go look at the emerald that they're going to be doing, we found this Yelow Opal. I don't know of anybody else. I don't have an exclusive on this. This isn't a big deposit, but any of the really good stuff, there was a lot of the initial stuff that they mined that I wouldn't touch. But this is, they're getting down to really kind of the choice material now. They're getting down enough where you're really getting some beautiful colors. So you're getting this Yelow Opal. So if you're an opal girl or you like to collect opals, this is something you really might want to consider for your collection. Now, I'm hoping that this is gonna last for a while. They're just now starting to develop it, but you just never know. Mining is like gambling. I mean, it's just really, truly, it's legal gambling.
Okay, so we have the matching earrings, and again, this is another one of those very unique combinations that if you get the necklace, you might want to think about the earrings, although I believe they're standalone too. I think this color is just so easy. Think of it with navies and reds and browns and khakis and whites and yellows, and the list goes on and on. But I also want to show you we have the matching ring. Now, because this is handcrafted, if you have bigger knuckles, I would go up a size on this ring. It's beautiful. I love the scalloped edge. I love the metal work that's done, the embellishment, and then that bezel set around that pretty faceted stone right there in the center. It's a really easy to wear ring. It's a comfortable ring. But again, if you have bigger knuckles, you might want to go up a size on that one. I had to do that for that one. So there you go. We're going to wrap up on that. And again, that is 100% brand new. All right, so let's talk about the story on this one. Look, oh wait, it just goes on and on and on and on. This one was really popular yesterday. All right, Aaron, give me the scoop on it, darling. Come on. What's the story? Yep. Okay, we have 500 left. Wow, look at that lapis. Jay, that's beautiful.
And this will be one of the,
oh my
gosh. Like, just so you know, this year will be the big boom if you want, the big kaboom if you want anything really lapis necklaces. I'm just telling you for 2020, you'll see very few beads from me in lapis. We'll be still doing lapis jewelry, a lot of silver, a lot of cabochons, but I just don't have the material to burn up.
And that's 60 inches.
60
I mean,
inches.
there's so many things you can do with this. It's a bracelet around the neck.
The quality of the material, and it's all hand faceted. Think about everything you can do with that.
Gorgeous. And we had these earrings earlier. I'll give you the scoop on those a little bit later because they're half off. Stay with us more with Jay and some brand new for you.
Our Happy Place cleaning products
are made with plant-based ingredients,
which means less chemicals in your house, which will make it a happy place. People think, can it work well?
and it does. We chose plant-based ingredients so you're not breathing in fumes. You're not putting as many chemicals where your kids and your pets are touching them.
There's a lot of great benefits to cleaning with our Happy Place products.
If we can get your home clean, that's what makes your home a happy place.
The List is your go-to guide for our favorite fashion and accessory finds of the week. We have the best styles handpicked just for you. Join us every Thursday night to see what made the list.
Worry about one less thing with our Protection Plus plans at HSN. Electronics, fitness equipment, even jewelry can be covered. Shop smart and protect your purchase. It's easy to add when you're checking out. Search Protection Plus at hsn.com for more details.
At Dial 10 Beauty, we believe in the confidence that lies within you. Every woman deserves to feel beautiful in a matter of a few minutes each day. That's why I created Dial 10. I want to give you beauty tools to create that feeling. My mission is to make you feel empowered, unstoppable, and unapologetically beautiful. Give me 10 minutes and I'll change the way you see yourself.
To mention though, because it's not coming up to the very end of the hour. Hopefully we can bring it up a little early. My necklace I'm wearing. If you see this necklace and you think it's sort of glowing, it's definitely caught your attention. Indeed, it's a brand new and it's coming up, and it's Larimar and rhodochrosite together. And you said this earlier. We can't get into it right now, but you said 2 are the rarest stones for you to even find, right?
That I have in my collection right now. They're two of the rarest.
And it's really gorgeous. Okay, but before we do that, I love this cuff. Now, when Jay normally designs cuffs, I'll be honest with you, they're big. He likes big buckles, big bell buckles, things like that. I love this cuff, Jay. I thought it's petite, it's a pretty size, but tons of workmanship to pull off setting in those stones.
If you look at all the different materials in this, you know, you've got, there's over 5 countries that are represented here. There's more materials, but there's 5 individual countries represented with it. What I did this actually, to tell you the truth, it's in a larger size. This was by a viewer request. They requested it. But that's even as beautiful. A guy, I would wear this, okay? So it's not normally when I do stuff, which she's pointed out, right, is they're like over the top. And so I had several people said, I love your cuff bracelets. I love the multicolored stone look. I love what you wear. Do you think you could make something that's multicolored, but can, you know, make it a little bit where it's scaled down? It's not so big, but just that you have, where you just have the stone presence, something light as accent pieces. And I did this. This is really the first time I've ever done this look, but if you see this, this is really a large silver present. As far as a big size, it's a big size. Now, if you've got a really petite wrist, a small wrist, you don't want to get this, okay? I'm just telling you right now, it's really, really big. It's not something you really want to squeeze down real hard, okay?
Yes.
So if you got a larger wrist, I wouldn't, even if your wrist is the size of Suzanne's, which is she's very standard. I mean, you know,
I'm very standard, thank you.
Well, you've got a nice wrist. You know what I mean.
I'm not sure.
But you've got, you know, you don't.
No,
you
my
don't
wrist
have
is
an
6.5 inch.
wrist.
No, I don't.
Right.
In fact, I have probably from my body size, I have kind of a small wrist. I will tell you what I did was I gently pressed on the side, but even that made me a little nervous.
Right. So she's just pretty much middle of the road with her wrist size. So, but this, if you've got a wrist my size or even bigger, this is really kind of a cool look for you. And that's what it's designed. Look how much silver is in
Isn't that crazy?
in this.
Look how good
and
that is.
Look how wide. She squeezed it down and everything.
Just a teeny bit.
A teeny bit. Well, you can, because if you look at it, on the top of the cabochon, so you see it. So we make the cuff bracelet, the base, but if you see everything else is all set on top of that, right? That's done so that it doesn't pressure the cabochons and they won't, you know, they don't pop out. But of course you can't you can't just be crunching this down. Yeah, you can't get you will pop stones. So, but this is but look at the multicolored, and that's what they wanted. They wanted all the different looks, all the different colors.
So you have green malachite in here, blue turquoise, Andrian blue, green turquoise, pink opal, white mother of pearl, black chalcedony, blue lapis, and amethyst. Oh, you even put an Amy in there, didn't you? Oh, isn't that cool? There it is right there. That is neat.
And so, you know, you've got 5 countries, right? But you have more materials than that. There's more than 5 materials.
And it really starts to get fun. Like, for example, we showed this last hour. This is a reversible bracelet. And I just love when you start piling them together. But look, when I flip it over to the lapis side, it works, right? So you have all these colors to work with. And we'll give you a quick reminder about the reversible bracelet. Again, we featured that in his shows earlier. The price on this is absolutely phenomenal, and I have 2 choices.
It's just crazy. I mean, it's literally almost half price.
Can we mention the reversible real quick? Oh, we did? But it's on sale, isn't it? Sorry, I'm talking to my producer. Okay, well, we'll let you know later, okay? So, FYI, but it's there. So if you haven't seen it yet, we'll give you some scoop on that in just a minute once we find it for you, because I love this bracelet. It's a really good price tonight. I just can't remember what it is. Okay, so stay right there for that one, $179.95. And of course, we have 5 flex on everything from Jay while he's here. Yes, it is from last hour. I just wanted to give the info, if you don't mind, just real quick. Okay, just stand by. All right, so we want to talk about a turquoise necklace. Which one? Okie dokie. My big guy, the bombshell? Okay, yeah, there we go. Thank you, darling. Here, and it's the bombshell. If you guys missed out on this, here it is. You ready? It's one of the biggest and boldest, and I think one of the most beautiful and stunning necklaces. I nicknamed it the bombshell, and I did it the minute I saw it. That's what first came to my mind. I was like, oh my gosh. Jay very rarely does he do, and these are all full pieces of turquoise, a turquoise necklace like this. It's much smarter to make much smaller pieces because they go longer. He can make more necklaces, he can make more pieces. So this is really something that's extra spectacular. Aaron, if you can give me the story on it, how many we've sold. I know we don't have many left for sure. We featured it last last hour. We've sold almost 700 in just this show, and we're down to about 350 left. So if you missed it, you saw it last hour. It's still available. You haven't missed out on it just yet, but this is probably going to be one of the last few looks at it before it indeed is gone. So please don't miss out on this, and just what an amazing sale price. Also, we have another one from yesterday. We're gonna mention it real quick. This is on, everything's on sale. It's such a good deal.
This is amazing.
This is a cool piece.
This is totally cool. This is actually multicolor sapphire. This is 5 different sapphire mines all combined in one necklace. And look, this is just fabulous, and the price is ridiculous.
Sapphires, and look at this, guys. 220, 159, we're 129.98. We've sold, how many did you say, Aaron? I missed it. Over 800 have already been sold. I have about 1,000 remaining, so that's it. We just want to make sure you see lots of choices, because this is Jay's last hour for a visit. He's been here for a couple of days, so wow, that is all genuine sapphire.
This is my 4th day.
His 4th day. He's like,
so I've been here 2 couple of days.
He's like,
this is the last
be
30,
accurate.
There's 30 minutes, and then you get rid of me for a month.
A month. He's going to leave us
if
for a month.
If you need some stats.
Thanks for breaking that down for us,
well, I got to, obviously. Okay, here we go. Now we're getting down to the heart and the meat of what I wanted to show you for the last. We always say that we save some of the best for the last. In this case, now you're going to get to see it.
Unbelievable. I've never, ever seen you do anything like this.
No, and I haven't, and I guarantee you,
Tanzanite.
My wife is in England right now. Otherwise, in 3 days, this would be sitting on our doorstep.
Oh, seriously?
I guarantee you she'd do it. She would buy this in a second.
Oh, look at this.
She loves, that's one of her new things is Tanzanite. She loves Tanzanite.
So it's brand new, first time you're seeing it, and it's on sale. We have the necklace, I have the matching cuff bracelet, we have the matching earrings, and look at that ring. Now, I have to tell you, I am one of the biggest fans of Tanzanite. I really am. I love this stone.
I love it, and I got to tell you though, but
where in the world did you find it?
It's really
Tanzania.
Well, Tanzania. It's really crazy with this and stuff. I've never really had never really worked in Tanzanite, and the reason is because it's so expensive. And I mean, it is really the rough material is, these guys, they get more than what I pay for my Ethiopian precious opal for Tanzanite. I started doing the sapphires, which you've seen. I've been doing the sapphires, but through the sapphires, I got in with this kind of like this clique with these different miners, the different people that are really in, and they were able to work this deal. This is probably a one and done deal. I doubt I ever did. They needed a cash influx, and this is really, just so you know, this is really up there on the grades of material.
Oh, wait,
what you're seeing now.
Can I give you an update real quick? In the necklace, there's 98.
Yeah,
that's
there's
all
not a
we
lot
have
of
left.
these guys.
Wow, that's insane.
This is a section of they come in crystals, and this is just a small section that I cut out of a Tanzanite. Look at the color on this. Look at the purples on this. This has such a unique color to it.
It's beautiful, Jay.
But this material, I have to tell you, the reason I always shied away from it, steered away from it, I never felt like that I could really give you a good deal, right? And I'm not going to do that, like you can do it. I might do it personal, or I might buy a little bit to do something special for somebody. But to really invest a huge amount of money, and I'm not going to tell you, but when I wrote the check on this one, it made my hand shake. You could even tell my signature. I went, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm doing this. But I made a commitment. We bought it. We're doing things like this. We've got a few more things that'll be coming up through the end of the year and then the beginning of next year, and then I'll be out of material. But these are all brand new. But look at the quality. The Tanzanite that you're going to be seeing, trust me, coming up that other people are doing, they're doing platinum Tanzanite, they're doing silver Tanzanite, but to me it's not Tanzanite, it's Tanzanite, but it's not the color. And then a lot of what they're doing is they're taking the lower grade, the platinums and the silver Tanzanite, and because it's not selling, and what they're doing is they're doing enhancements to it, and it's changing colors. That's why I bring the rough to you, to show you this is the real deal. No, and there's no enhancement to this at all. Even my local jeweler, where I live in several different places. My home's a suitcase, okay? But one of the places I live, one of the local jewelers there, saw this and he asked me if I could get him some,
Did he really? Are you serious?
Yeah.
But I want you to see, guys, just the pendant alone, look at that if it were a ring. How gorgeous, all sterling silver in that quilted
look
pattern.
Look at the quality of this.
Oh, it's
now,
amazing.
The beads.
But look at this, an entire necklace of Tanzanite. I mean, that's a lot of carats of one of the rarest stones in the world. It's beautiful, just beautiful. Guys, I have 50 left of the necklace. Sorry, Jay.
If you could get in on this, and we just did this for this show. And there's not lots of them, guys, but this is really something unique. It's very, very special. It's something that you're just not going to see down the road. It's just impossible.
Yeah, it's so pretty. All right, I have 60 pairs of earrings. Just those as a standalone if you're a Tanzanite fan, huge. Bezel set in that beautiful sterling silver. There it is. And again, stand in line for the necklace. That will sell out in just a second. That's going to be gone. Now, I'm going to keep everything out here so you guys, before it's selling out. I love the ring. I love the bracelet. This, again, is one of the really rare opportunities to own Tanzanite. It's interesting. I was very blessed to go to South Africa twice. And when I was in there, you know, Tanzania is in Africa, and I was there, I thought, oh, you know, when in Rome, you know, while you're there, you might as well buy some Tanzanite, because certainly it's going to be wildly affordable if you're near where it's mined, right? And Jay, I don't know if I ever tell you this story, but I was in Cape Town, and I walked into a Tanzanite store, like a jewelry store, right? And I walked in, I'll never forget, they had to buzz me in to get me in. I was like, okay, well, that's the first sign. The second sign was, I looked at the gentleman behind the counter, I looked down at the Tanzanite, saw the prices, looked up and smiled and turned around and walked out. I spent about 1 minute at the Tanzanite store. It was insanely priced.
Insane.
But I've always found it to be a magical stone to own and to wear.
It is, and that is not insane. That's what it goes for. And that's why I steered away from it. And here again, this is just being at the right place at the right time. And just to be honest with you, I mean, having the right connections. And I don't have the Tanzanite connections, the Sapphire guys that I'm buying the Sapphires from. They're the ones that had the in on this. They needed this. I'm not going to go into a lot of details, but they needed a cash influx, and they needed it now. And
so they cut you a decent deal.
So, well, it didn't start off as a decent deal. I mean, we really had to negotiate this, but we were able to get it.
Jay, quickly, 10 necklaces, then that's it. All gone, and the earrings are still available. I want to show you the cuff because I think it's just really beautifully done. I love the crosshatch here.
Okay, but look at the cabochons on this.
Huge.
Okay, look at the quality of work.
Look at that, if that was a ring.
But look at the quality of the cabochons. Okay, look, and that's all the natural. And that's what you want with Tanzanite. You want that deep, deep, deep. It's not even I don't even know how to describe it. It's Tanzanite. I mean, that's what makes it so different. That color is just Tanzanite, or that's what you think of when you see Tanzanite.
And this is sold out, guys, so ignore that because I'm moving it over there because it's all gone. So the necklace is now sold out. Here's what I have left. I have the earrings, we have the cuff, I have the ring, and by the way, the ring is in sizes 5 through 12, which is great. Yeah, that's now gone. Thanks, guys. The earrings, I have 15 pairs left. We're going to be counting down the bracelet and the ring as well. We have 50 of each right now, but just look how pretty that is.
Look at the size. But the main thing is look at the color of the material. And here again, this hasn't been enhanced. It hasn't been treated. That's why I always bring the rough material to show you. That's what we cut it from. But this was just like, this was like the deal of the century.
I'm going to try to steal
this is just
piece.
A small, well, that's why I haven't.
You won't let me out of it.
We do have to watch you like a hawk.
But why do you bring this piece?
Yeah.
Why do you bring this piece to us?
Well, I bring this piece to show you. You can see the crystals. Now, this is just it comes in crystals. And you can see that's a section of a crystal. So this is this was a crystal. It was a long crystal. But see, this is the outside of the crystal, right? So that was the circumference of the outside diameter of the crystal. And so what I did is I just cut a section out of that.
Isn't that neat?
To show you the color of what it looks like naturally.
Isn't that neat? So you can see the other stuff's being enhanced out there. This is the real deal, which is cool. Okay, the cuff's gone. Everything's gone. Okay, good. Well,
so
it's all sold out.
Is everything gone?
Yes, everything is gone.
Well, congratulations.
Oh, you guys, I'm so glad you found that.
You know what? And I really appreciate that. I think that because that really, it makes me feel good that you responded like that, because I got to tell you, I was so excited about that, and it really is rare.
Okay, guys, so I gotta give you an update on our lapis necklace. This is 60 inches of, look at that blue color. Look at that sparkle, 60 luscious inches. You do get the hook, so you can wrap it around in a bunch of different ways. Here's the story though. We have now sold in just a quick little look, almost 200, correct? About 200, Erin? And I now have how many left, Miss Erin? That's it, I have 450 left.
And then that's it, all that we're gonna do in this, guys.
So
Can I do this design? Yes. Can I do this design? Would I do it now? You have to understand, this rough material was probably bought 3 to 5 years ago. When I did this design and I committed to this, I really didn't, you know, I write a way out. We're already designing for 2020. We're already putting that together. At the time when I did this, I really didn't know that I was going to be in the position that I'm in, okay?
Oops.
But you're not going to see next year, I'm guaranteeing you, you know, for me anyway. And you're not going to, you know, I can't speak for everybody. I'm just saying that what happens to me in general will, that's what happens in the industry, and we're just not seeing, you know what I'm seeing now, right now is a lot of really crappy, I'm sorry to use that, but
So
poor quality.
How do you really feel about it? It's
poor
crappy.
quality lapis rough material is what I'm seeing. Very low grade. And now what I'm starting to see is people, they're bringing me, of course I don't buy finished goods, I only buy the rough, but they're beautiful blue, and you know what they're doing is they figured out a way to enhance it. So it's just really, really low grade material that they've done an enhancement process up to give it that deep blue.
All right, guys, now we have
love
another
this.
one.
This is so
This
soft.
is one of our longest necklaces in the show. It's soft
amazing.
and it's pretty. It's agate, blue agate and pink Morganite. It comes in at 60 1/4 inches long. You do have a little hook in the back, and this is new today, which is really cool. That's awesome.
This is new, again, this is another thing. This is a great story, okay? So this blue agate that you're seeing here, it almost looks like blue chalcedony, right? I mean, it really has that flavor, that look to it. I've never seen blue agate this quality in blue. I mean, always with blue agates, they always have something combined with them. They have swirls, they have something going on with it, right? I was in Malawi, which I could sit here and tell you the whole story. I'd have you rolling, okay? Malawi's a very interesting country. I don't have time. They'll get mad at me if I tell you. So I can tell you a few stories that you just laugh. And airport security is one of them.
Really?
So no, I won't go down that road. Okay, but so anyway, who has this mine? Who has this material?
Yeah,
okay.
wait, by the way, now we're all curious.
Okay,
really?
well, no.
Airport security.
This guy, okay, the guy who owns this mine, I went to look at blue sapphire, right? That's why me and my partner, we go to see this blue sapphire deposit, this blue sapphire mine. He's needing to sell. So what is this guy? He's a tobacco farmer. That's what he does. He raises tobacco, but he's anti-smoking.
Oh, that's awesome.
He doesn't smoke, and he's anti-smoking. But this is how he makes his living. He kind of got grandfathered into it, like his family and stuff.
Yeah.
But he's anti-smoking, and he's a tobacco farmer.
That's hilarious.
And so I got to tell you, tobacco farming is really interesting. I mean,
wait, but he happens to have gemstones on the side?
So what he's doing
confused.
is he's trying to transition out of tobacco farming, and so he has to make a living, right? So now he's mining, and he has this beautiful blue sapphire material. So anyway, he shows us, we get introduced, we go through, we pick everything, we're putting the deal together. My partner, they're doing the final weigh up. I'm walking around in the warehouse. I got to tell you, this happens to me all the time. All of a sudden, I see these 5 barrels, and in these barrels has the most beautiful blue material, and I'm thinking, score. I mean, this thing is like iridescent, clear blue. I'm thinking blue chalcedony, you know? And so anyway, I go to the thing, and you can't look excited.
Do your dances. You gotta see him do it. Do the blue chalcedony.
Okay, blue chalcedony. So, but you cannot look excited, because then the price is gonna go up, right?
Oh, good point. Like,
so I go to him,
bored,
and
right?
I said, so what's up with the barrels back there, you know, type thing, you know? He goes, I don't know. We were, digging the sapphire, and we found that. And I said, well, so you know what it is? He says, I have no clue. He says, but it looked cool, barrels, we got it. I said, how much you want? I'm not gonna tell you. But anyway, we put the deal like that. Well, I said, well, I'll go ahead and take that,
Just throw it in.
We took it, and here it is. You're seeing it. Now, this, we just have enough to do a few. I've combined the blue agate with this beautiful pink Morganite. A great color combination, but I have to tell you, I have never seen it since. I hadn't seen it before. I've never seen it since. I've never seen blue agate that's this clear. There are blue agates, granted, blue lace agate, perfect example.
Lace, yeah.
But this is clear. There's no lacing in it. There's nothing. It's just clear, clear, clear blue, translucent blue. What you see there, and that's backlit. Just so you know, that's in a light box. They're doing a still shot, so that if you see it here and you see it on, it's a blue, blue, blue. But it's the natural color of blue, very hard, great polish. And then, from Mozambique, you get that beautiful Morganite, which is just combines well with it, very soft. And then to top it all off, 60 inches, 5 feet. That's 5 feet amazing. Of natural material.
You know what I like about it? I love the softness of it. I think there's just something really endearing.
And that's what I love about it. Even when you design with it, when I was putting this together, and I have to tell you, I don't know if you noticed, I'm not really that mellow, okay?
No.
No, I really
Stop
am.
it.
I am a very type A personality, which has been pointed out to me on numerous occasions by numerous people. But I will tell you, it has a very calming effect, very soothing.
It's really beautiful. It's almost angelic-like, which is kind of neat.
Yeah,
like
it
it's
is.
sort of, surreal in a way.
It is
very pretty.
It's very soft.
Okay, this is the bubble collection. I keep renaming everything. I'm just gonna ignore, like I had where's my my big wampum? This is my bombshell. This is the bombshell we had earlier.
Okay,
Fab.
now you got a new position.
And this is the bubble collection. Can I be the namer of the stuff?
You can be our namer.
I want to be the namer, because this to me reminds me of Happy Bubbles. Look how fun this is. We have the heart pendant, we have this really cool bubbly ring, and we have these great bubbly earrings. Less than 70 of each. We're just gonna give you a quick look. It's turquoise, blue topaz, and peridot together. I stuck some peridot
and this is really unique in many different aspects.
Bubble bath.
The design, this was all designed for our gallery collection. And it really, funny enough, it's called the Bubble Collection. So it is bubbles.
But it's not on the titles.
No,
is it
but
really?
that's what we call it. We call it the Bubble Collection.
It makes me happy. I love bubbles. Who doesn't love bubbles?
It's very bubbly, very happy. And what makes this really over the top is you've got that beautiful Sonoran blue turquoise.
That's great.
Now, we used to have an exclusive on that mine. I can't say that anymore. But this is some of the top grade material that came out of it. And then we've combined it with Topaz and Peridot.
Okay, so we're gonna wrap that one up, guys. Just want to give you a peek at it because it's bubbles and it's happy and all that kind of good stuff. All right, now, dun-dun-dun, we wanted to save enough time to really dig into this one because this is brand new. It's on sale. Now, if you were just channel surfing and you're like, what is that necklace she has on? Because even from this far away, it's wow. You can tell it's special.
Yeah, it kind of glows.
Oh, it totally glows. Here it is. It is brand new today. And not only is it brand new, it's $30 off. Did the math right? 40, 50, 60, yeah, $30 off. Brand new. It's blue Larimar and rhodochrosite together. And you said earlier that these are two of the rarest stones that you search for.
Okay, well, there are two of the rarest that when I say our collection, literally, I have not hundreds. I mean, I might even have 1,000 different materials in stock right now, rough materials that I work with. These are two of the most limited, the most rare, it's impossible. These are both these materials. Now, the Larimar I could probably repeat on. Rhodochrosite, absolutely no way. There's no chance to get it. You don't have it anymore. It's just not available.
Okay.
It comes out of Argentina. The government about over 10 years ago now, you can't bring it out of the country legally in rough form. It has to be in some kind of finished form.
So you can start buying ashtrays and stuff?
You know what? They don't
Zebras.
That's my normal opposite. You've hung around with me too long.
Wasn't it Malachite used to buy in ashtrays?
Ashtrays and also Tiger Eye when we first started. We used to buy.
They had to buy it in ashtrays.
We actually got guys that would make huge ashtrays the size of like this.
They were like, why is somebody buying a big ashtray? Man, that's a smoker.
We would export them and they would go, what is the ashtray? And they would just look at it, but they couldn't really say anything because it wasn't finished good, right? So, but people used to come into our shop and we'd be cutting up giraffes and Buddhas and all kinds of stuff. So, but rhodochrosite, just to make a long story short, you just can't get it, guys. I mean, it just can't. And this is all really top grade. The only reason that you're seeing it here now is there was a gentleman who was specialized in high-grade rhodochrosite and high-grade lapis. He did only 18 karat and 22 karat gold. So all the materials that he bought were only top grade. When he retired, his kids didn't want to take over the business. We knew he had the rough stock. It took a long time and a lot of arm twisting. But we finally were able to get his rhodochrosite rough, and we're almost run through it. Everything that I've done in rhodochrosite just blows out, you know, because you just can't get it. Larimar. I've been to this mine 4 times in Dominican Republic. Oh my gosh. You just can't, I cannot make a deal. I mean, I've tried.
Oh, seriously?
I've tried, and you know what? It's not that I haven't given it my best shot, my best effort. I've just never been able to pull it off. Larimar is very special, very unique. You know, I don't want to bore you with the details. It's just really hard to get really good quality Larimar. This is through a friend of mine. Very seldom do I not just go mine direct. I mean, but it's a good friend of mine. He buys a lot of Larimar. He specializes in Larimar. He sells a lot. When you go to the Caribbean and areas and you see anything in gold and you see really beautiful Larimar, that's, you know, it's a good chance that a good portion of it's things that he does. He had a lot of really high grade, smaller material left. And he knew that I wanted to work with this, and so that's how we're getting this material.
Oh, okay.
But they're actually, they make a lot of cabochons. They do a lot of, you know, a really kind of like cabochons for high-end jewelry. And so this is really good quality Larimar, real high-end, beautiful blue. But here again, this isn't something that I have thousands of pounds of, okay? We have, you know, just a few 100 pounds. We wanted to do something unique and different. We wanted to do something for the birthday event. And so this was one of the things for this time of year and everything that we did, and we built this. I love this look. But if you know the story behind Larimar, it only comes from one location in the entire world, right? It comes out of a mine in the Dominican Republic. There's all kinds of lore and stories about it, but you know, lore and stories, you know, it's one of the things is it's the stone of the lost city of Atlantis. I mean, there's all kinds of stories about it, but it's just Larimar to me. All right,
right.
I love it. It's a beautiful blue, and then it has like clouds floating through it.
Just like floaty clouds.
Yeah,
If you look up at it really close.
Really amazing.
It's so beautiful.
And then the rhodochrosite there again. I mean, it's one of those colors. You can't really call it pink. You can't really call it red. It's rhodochrosite,
it's kind of a
right?
Raspberry.
It's
like a pinky raspberry.
Yeah, like a pinky a raspberry, but pinky kind of look. But
Right.
on this too, you know, like a lot of the rhodochrosite you see out there, if you ever do see it, they're all the lower grades, even if they do, because that's all that's left over, you know, from 10 years ago when they were bringing in a lot in Tucson. There was a lot of rhodochrosite. You know, you could get really quite a bit of quantity of it, and now, like this year in Tucson, was the first year that I saw anybody that had any, and he had 3 barrels of rhodochrosite.
That's it?
And it was just okay. It wasn't fabulous. It was just okay, really nice. But he wanted a fabulous price for it.
Really?
And so, you know, I tried to work with him. He wasn't even interested. And then I went back a few days later and it was gone.
Oh, no kidding.
So,
and it was kind of inferior anyway.
But, well, it wasn't even, you know, like the price he wanted was for like something that we would pay for like super high grade.
Right.
So I'm just telling you, it's very rare. It's not something you're just gonna see out there. These are both really super nice, high quality materials, the high quality Larimar, high quality rhodochrosite.
And just a little heads up too, this one is brand new. You haven't seen it earlier. I thought it was interesting when I was wearing it, even from a distance, there was definitely a brightness and a glow to it. And another thing that's so wonderful about really buying any of Jay's pieces is they're conversation starters. I mean, you go in and people will say, what is that? Because you don't see it at the mall, you know, you don't see it all over the place. And people will stop and ask you, my gosh, that is such a beautiful necklace. And again, if you like rare stones, if you want something interesting, I think if you watch Jay, you definitely are the kind of woman who's says, no, I'm not wearing just a chain necklace. You know, if you watch Jay and you love his jewelry, you're a woman who truly is passionate about wearing really significant pieces. A lot of you are rock hounds too. I love when the rock hounds call in because they understand really the value Jay can pull together. I'll never forget how many callers we've had who've actually been in the jewelry business or are rock hounds, and they say they can't even put together pieces like this for this kind of pricing. It's very rare to see. And always know who your gemstones, who you're buying your gemstones from, because there can be a lot of stuff that's knockoffs out there, and they'll tell you it's one thing and you don't know better. You spend a fortune on it and it's not. And I know because Jay has such a great reputation that what he says is exactly what you're getting. You know, and I think that's important because they've gotten pretty skilled at making some fake stones.
One of the things I always bring the rough from, and that's why, just so you know, is they're always the exception to the rule. But if I do buy something that's already cut, it's somebody that I've known for years and years and years, and the only reason I would do it is because they're selling it below, to me, for below what they got in it, right? and I know it. I'm just helping them out. But then I don't jack up the price. What I do is I pass it along to you, so I win from it, you know, and help them out at the same time. But that's like maybe less than 1% of anything that I do, right? Yeah. I cut right from the rough. And the reason I do that is I know exactly what it is. When you're cutting from the rough, it is what it is. Right. You can't, a lot of even turquoises and things out there, unfortunately, aren't real, okay? Like I said, I'm seeing a lot of lapis that looks too good to be true, and the reason is it is too good to be true. But they're all in finished products. They're in beads. And so I said, oh great. I said, oh my gosh, that's beautiful. I've got a real lapis problem. Okay, I'll take the rough. Well, no, it's you gotta buy it. You gotta buy it finished. Yeah, you gotta buy it in beads. You gotta buy the cabs. Okay. Wow. I said no. I just want to buy the rough. Right. And then that's the end of the story. No, end of story. That's it. I mean, and then no more. Right. Right. And that's how you know. Because you can't be fooled when you're cutting it from the raw material.
Okay, so we're gonna wrap up on that one. Guys, please stay right there for it. A lot of you are on the line. And there's about 600 left. If you go to hsn.com, that's the easy way, a couple clicks, and then you make sure and get it. And again, that was brand new, save for our show tonight. Okay, I gotta give you an update. In just the show, and we've only literally done a quick little peek on it a couple of times, we've sold over 300, and look at this is amazing. There's 250 left. This is 60 inches of lapis. It goes on and on and on. It does have the sterling silver clasp here. I'll do it out. Look at that. Isn't that fun? You can double it up. You can wear it. Please take it back to your turquoise.
We had a contest one day, and we came up with 24 different ways to wear this.
Here, you hold that end.
24. Okay, think about this. And this is as tall as Lynn is without her heels on. I had her on
is
before.
It really?
She was cheating. She's cheating. I know how tall she is, right? She always wants to be taller. So she says, "Oh no, I'm 5'2". I said, "Okay, with or without heels?" She goes, "Well, okay, with heels."
Lynn Murphy, she's another host here at HSN.
But look at this.
Isn't that amazing?
Look at this.
And there's 200 left, like around 200. That's it. There's 200 remaining, and then that's completely sold out.
This is something
cool?
too. So you think about it. You're making one purchase, but you're getting all those different looks that you can come up with, and you might even be able to think of even more ways to wear it.
It's beautiful. All right, and then I just want to show you really quickly this. We're going to take a couple minutes on it. This is that sapphire piece. Like, talk about amazing gemstones. This is full sapphire, correct? The whole thing sapphire.
The whole deal.
Oh, it is beautiful.
Deal.
Now, Aaron, you got to give me an update. I know, how many do we sell? How many do we have left? Okay, yesterday we sold 800. And we have 1,200 left, so obviously it was super popular. We've just mentioned one quick time, but what's the story behind it?
It was Adam and I yesterday at the end of our show. We didn't really have a long time to talk about this. And for people who watch me, that are regular viewers of the show, which I appreciate very much, I started dabbling in sapphires about 3 years ago. Mm-hmm. It's not that I didn't see sapphires in my travels and everything, and especially with all the connections I have in Africa and all the time I've spent in Africa. But I never really got in the sapphire industry because it was really kind of cost prohibitive. we had so many people requesting sapphires, and I said, you know what? And there's just a multitude of colors. And it started off with one purchase, and then it's just spooled on from there. And it's just crazy. I mean, once you get into it, and then you meet more people, they introduce you to other people. So the story on this is this. This is materials. This is, sapphire comes for almost every color of the rainbow, okay, is sapphire. So this is actually sapphires from 5 different mines, 5 individual deposits, 5 individual mines, where I had cut, which you've bought a design out of that, but I just had little small amounts of all these different colors. And so what I did is I just combined all of the material together and gave you a multi-colored sapphire. So you've got a whole myriad, a rainbow of natural sapphire, almost all the colors.
Isn't that pretty? And stay right there. You can see his entire collection on hsn.com. Thank you so much, Jay.
You know, it's always been fun. And
always fun. Have a nice break.
I will have a nice break. I'll see you in a month.
We will see you in a month. So stay right there. Of course, it's almost midnight, which means we have a brand new Today's Special. I'll be back tomorrow night wrapping up with the Beekman boys, but Sarah's going to be launching a brand new Beekman Today's Special, and that happens right here. And it's going to happen right now in 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it away.
Hey, I think I found your happy place, and your happy place is right here at HSN. Good evening, my name is Sarah Anderson. What's a happy place? A happy home is one without smells from stinky trash cans, smelly pet beds, or maybe it's your husband's gym bag. Speaking of happy people, look who's here in my studio.
You brought the happy with us, Sarah.
Happy. Are you happy, Josh?
I'm happy.
Are you happy, Brent?
I'm always happy.